Hello everyone, may peace be upon you. In the name of Allah, most gracious, ever merciful, may Allah grant every soul that be lost during the war the eternity peace, and grant their families the internal peace, and compensate and reward them. I want to talk about a very important issue exists in our world today, and in my perspective view, it is most complex issue. We know any chronic disease or any outbreak or any sickness that exists in our world today that affected the human being and the societies or the communities. It goes through the specialists, and this the specialists they take it to the labs. People, they do diagnosis the sickness, then they put the right treatment for it. But I'm talking about racism. Racism, we know the issue that is not inherited by blood, or if you are born or not born with it. It is an accusation or something that acquired through the environment, and it is an act or discriminatory abusive behaviors warding a special group of people, like to discriminate them and to abuse them based on their colors, or based on their doctrine, or based on their occupation, or because of their nationalities, or any type of discrimination. So it's manifested inside nation or specific society, depends on the culture, because and the circumstances that surrounds the societies and communities. But everyone, everywhere, has the same rights on the human rights, that everyone has to live in respective ways, because all we are from one race. I don't believe in various or diversity of what races, but I believe we have only one race, and that is human race. Nothing beyond this one. So as a human, we need to respect each other. If we respect the culture of others, and also we tolerance, and simply we can live in a peaceful life. So coexistent life, it is very simple, depend on what sharing the wealth, and exchange the benefit and interest in manners of what of respect. So this issue has caused a lot of problems. We know what's happened in Yemen, Hitler, what's happened in just this one as examples. We know in our societies up to now, these issues exist, and as I said, manifested in different ways. In Africa here, we know Rwanda, what's happened. Also in some countries, in America, for example, in Europe, as you know, I'm talking about in Europe in January, a lot of issues because of this problem. And discriminations and racism is not just can be impact or happen between different colors like black and white, or white and brownish, or this or they call them colored people. But even between the same people of the same colors, with the same language, with the same religion, with the same tribe, but there is something which led some people, they took themselves as superior than others. That can create the issues of discrimination and also racism. So we know fighting racism and discrimination is something complex and ongoing efforts that requires commitment and awareness and action. So we have to take this issue seriously in our communities as individuals for help the coming generation not to be suffered from this issue. So there is different ways, in my opinion. I think it is effective to fight and combat with this issue. Number one, it is education. We have to educate ourselves and others, learning about history and systematic issues, and to understand the historical context of racism and discrimination, including how they manifested in different cultures and societies. So we have to read widely, do more researches, and explore the literatures and articles and research on racism and discriminations. Book by authors from marginalized communities, and also providing the inavailable perspective. So also engage in dialogue, discuss this issue with friends, with the families, and also with colleagues, to raise awareness and inside our communities and societies. So it is not only the government that has this role to take an action against racism and discrimination. Also, as the NGOs, and also for the individuals, people who are active inside the communities and societies, the leaders, they have to take action against this issue. And also, number three, we can say we have to recognize and reflect on personal bias. For example, the self-examinations reflect on your own beliefs, biases, and privilege. Understanding your own positioning can help recognize discrimination in its various forms. Also, we have to challenge the stereotypes. You know, for example, in our country, people, you will hear from even these young people, and from also the old one, you will hear from them the stereotypes about specific groups or a tribe, like these people, they are eating, or like cannibals, they eat the flesh of the human being, or they can turn themselves into hyenas, or into snakes, or also as a crown, or any type of stereotypes that we hear in our life today. And all this one, it is just a myth. It is not the true, because these people, when you look at them, you will see they are too far. they will lead people. They will be the head inside the community if these things is real. And also, I used to tell people, if that is true, why do we need to purchase weapons and bring these heavy arsenals to against our enemies? These people, they can take advantage. They can turn themselves into hyenas and whatever. So can bring for us the news or attack the enemies without let them to understand what's happened to them. But what they are saying all are false, and that is not true. And number 4, I think we have also to support marginalized communities, because when you go to foreign countries, people, we see like they have no right to move or to also to invest. And also, it will take a time. If they give you all these rights, it will take a time to intervene or to become a part of a society or the communities, because of the language barrier and also because of capitalism. You have no funds to start your own business. So when you are poor, no respect, no one look at you, and most of people, they look at you as just a foreign who is a poor person who is not educated. You are just a failure, and that is not true. So we have to amplify voices, to support and amplify the voices of individuals from marginalized groups. They have to share their stories and experience through the platforms and all the medias. Our life today, it is not like the previous decades. It is very simple. You can publish or broadcast a video which can go various virtual through our world today. So everyone will hear your issue, and they will support you, and they will also condemn that action by against them through the medias. Also, we need also to promote advocates in your workplace, because whenever you are hearing, we have to also to practice the promotes diversity, and in conclusion, we have to support and training programs that educate employees on this issue, because in education, this field of education, there is no discrimination. The field of education, there is no racism. So we have to educate these people, and also to encourage schools to implement curriculums that address the issue of racism, and also promote inclusively from an early ages. And also, number 6, or this is 7, we have to confront racism and discriminations actively, because when we speak up, if you witness racist or discriminatory behavior, you speak out against it. Say, this one is not good, never repeat it again. I will report you to police, or otherwise everyone will know you are a racist. So such as confronted will reduce and will lead also this resist to fear, because silence can kill, and also people, they may understand this as complicity. So we have to not to keep silent whenever we see such misbehaving, because it is not good at all. And we have to report and record these incidents whenever we see racist or discriminatory or any kind of this one based on their religion, like this one Islamophobia as we see, or any kind of foreign phobias, or people who are racism against people because of their colors. We have also to report and record such as incidents, and also to expose them through the medias for in our world. And also I said to report it also to authorities, like for police or any NGOs that they deal in these issues, or for the human resources, because we are human. When we report this issue, these NGOs can take an action to protect the victims. And number 8, also we need to engage in community victims, because as I said, join organization, it is part of combating this issue, and also get involved with the local organizations that focus on civil rights and social justice or anti-racism efforts. All this one can help us to fight and combat racism and discriminations. And also we need to participate in events, like to attend rallies, workshops and seminars that promotes awareness of racism and discriminations. So commitment, it is most important, and all of us, we have been created by one source. We came from one source, and that is God. So if the God, the Almighty, who created us in diversity, varieties in colors, we are rich in colors, we are rich in view and opinions, we are rich in perspective and view. That is make our life is colorful and beautiful. And who that has a right to against or towards others, if inside your tribe or outside in your society there, or for the foreigners, who has a right to do this amendment? I will say a person who doing this act is an evil, and it is an evil act is the devil, and he is against the God will. So we have to stand together to combat racism and discrimination and even nepotism. And we have to fight also tribalism. We have also to fight any kind of phobias that has no reasoning. Just because you are fearing others, or you think in your psychological problem, these people, like they are not deserved to live the lives you live. Let us stand together. Togetherness is power. Let us put our hand together to fight all these issues. Let our communities and to be healthy. Let our children grow in unhealthy communities and society. Let them grow in a good environment, not to suffer from these issues again. May peace be upon you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.